Hello everybody and welcome back to Shadow Spy. It's me, you can also call me Ghost. And today we are going to be doing a horror movie review. So if you like horror movies, then make sure to stay tuned for more videos just like this one. Now the movie we will be reviewing today is called Hook, Line and Sinker, and it was released in 2022. This movie was directed by and it stars. So without further ado, let's get started. This movie starts off with a girl named Helena Shaw and her two best friends, Mina and Ricky. The three of them have been friends since childhood, and they live in a small town that doesn't have much to do. To pass the time, they usually go on adventures or go exploring, but after they graduate high school, things start to change. It's now 5 years later, and these girls haven't spoken to each other since graduation. Helena is engaged to be married, and she lives in a different city than her friends. One day before her wedding, she gets a mysterious text from an unknown number. The text says, "Congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. Your deepest desires are about to come true." Helena is obviously creeped out by this message, and she decides to ignore it. She tells her fiancé about the text, and he tells her not to worry about it. He even goes as far as to say that it's probably just some kind of prank, but Helena can't help but feel uneasy about the message. She can't help but wonder who it could be and what they want. The next day is Helena's wedding day. She gets ready to marry her fiancé in a beautiful ceremony, but before she can say "I do," she gets another mysterious text from the same unknown number. This text says, "Don't trust anyone, not even him." Helena is shocked to receive another message from the unknown person. She tries to keep it together, but she can't help but feel like something bad is going to happen. She ignores the text and continues with the wedding. After the ceremony, Helena and her new husband go on their honeymoon. They travel to a secluded cabin in the woods where they can be alone and enjoy each other's company. But they don't get to enjoy their honeymoon for long. They soon realize that they are being stalked by someone or something. They hear strange noises outside of the cabin, and they start to find strange things in the woods around the cabin. They try to ignore it at first, but it soon becomes clear that they are in danger. One night, while the couple is sleeping in their cabin, they are awoken by a loud crash. They go to investigate, and they find that someone has broken into the cabin. They quickly run and hide, but they don't know that they are being watched. The intruder goes through the cabin looking for them, but he doesn't find them. In the end, the police are called and they find that the intruder had left the scene. At this point, Helena and her husband decide that they can't stay in the cabin anymore. They pack up and they leave. As they are driving away from the cabin, they see a strange figure standing in the woods. It appears to be a man with a hook for a hand. Helena and her husband are shocked to see this man, and they drive away as fast as they can. When they get home, Helena decides that she wants to find out who the man with the hook for a hand was. She goes online, and she finds out that there is a local legend about a man who lived in the woods near the cabin. The man was said to have a hook for a hand, and he was always trying to lure people into the woods so he could kill them. Helena is scared to hear this, but she is also curious. She wants to know if the man with the hook for a hand is still out there. She goes back to the cabin with her friends, Mina and Ricky, and they start to investigate. They look around the cabin and they find strange things that the intruder had left behind. They also find strange things in the woods around the cabin. The three friends are scared, but they are determined to find out what is going on. They soon discover that the man with the hook for a hand is real, and he is living in the woods near the cabin. He is stalking them, and he is waiting for them to let their guard down so he can strike. The three friends are scared for their lives, but they are determined to stay alive. This movie is full of suspense, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. You never know what is going to happen next, and you are constantly fearing for the characters' lives. The acting in this movie is really good. The three leads do an excellent job of portraying characters who are scared and desperate to stay alive. The supporting cast is also good, and they add to the overall suspense of the movie. The special effects in this movie are also really good for a low-budget film. The man with the hook for a hand looks realistic and creepy, and the other creatures in the movie are also well done. The makeup and prosthetics used in the movie are top-notch. The story in this movie is original and it is well written. There are some cliches, but they are few and far between, and the movie does a good job of keeping you guessing. The plot is fast-paced and it keeps you interested throughout the entire movie. The direction in this movie is good. The director does a good job of creating a suspenseful and scary atmosphere. The movie is shot in a way that makes you feel like you are in the woods with the characters, and you can feel their fear. The music and sound design in this movie are also good. The music is used effectively to build suspense, and the sound design is used to create a scary atmosphere. The score of the movie is memorable, and it stays with you long after the movie is over. Overall, Hook, Line and Sinker is a great horror movie. It is well acted, well directed and well written. It is also suspenseful and scary. If you are a fan of the horror genre, then I highly recommend this movie. It is a must-watch. But now it's time for me to give my verdict. Is it the worst? Is it the best? Where does it rank on my personal list? Well, this movie was actually really good. I thought the acting was superb. I thought the story was interesting, and I thought the suspense was fantastic. So I am gonna have to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. It definitely isn't the worst movie I've ever seen, and it definitely isn't the best movie I've ever seen. But overall, I thought it was really good, but that's just my opinion. What do you think of this movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.